Welcome to the second Moodle session. This is a carry-on from last time, the added feature that since last time you've probably got things like your weekly planner and your assessment guides ready to upload and might be organized in other ways. I'd like to share a few things about my 11 Com course just to show an example of how a course could be set up. You may find some useful stuff in here. I've got the topic outline at the top. That has these general files which aren't specific to any of my topics, plus I could have information in here that would be more general information as well. For instance, head of department, Mr. Smith. Then as I scroll down, I've got each of my numbered topics is a module, one of my standards that I'm teaching this year. I think that's a sensible way to lay out a course. One thing that some people have noticed is once you start using Moodle in anger, you end up with quite long lists underneath each topic of your resources and your activities, which can make it harder for students to find what they want to find. And for instance, I also don't want them to see the final assessment submission just yet. So one option that you have here is to hide things with the little I. So I'm just going to hide a few of the activities I've got here. And if I just go back to student view, suddenly it's a lot more manageable in terms of how it looks. There's another couple of ways of organizing it so it's a bit easier to find things. One way is you can display a directory of files. For instance, for my programming section, I wanted them to have a whole bunch of files available, so I've put them into a directory. And the bonus feature here is if you zip them up on your computer and upload the single zip, you can upload them all in one go and unzip them on the other end rather than uploading each file individually. Very time consuming. And another way to keep it neat and tidy on this front page is you can actually put a web page which has got lots of different information. I wanted a bunch of videos to be available to my students, so I tucked them away inside this web page here. A couple of other things that you may find useful. One is, of course, a lot of times you want to have students submit work, and you do that by the assignment. A student here. So the assignment, the initial task I've set here, I've had these students upload a bunch of files, and I can put a comment here and a formative comment perhaps, and I can also give them a grade from 0 to 100, which isn't ideal, but that does translate to NAME, and I'll show you where that information is in a moment. Another option that we have is the checklist. This is new since last time. This is a way for students to track their own progress as they go through a module perhaps. As teachers can also track this if you set it up that way. So a motivational green bar to say how far you've got through a particular module. So I haven't shown you how to do any of these things, I've just shown you that they are available options, and of course you don't need me to show you because you can go yourselves to this Pakuraga Moodle course, and for instance down here there's the information on uploading multiple files and displaying the directory. Here there's the information about setting assignments and how those percentages translate to the NAME grades, and checklists is a bit further down, and there's a few other things there as well. I strongly recommend, if you want to learn how to do anything, come to this page and have a scroll through and follow the links and watch the videos. So I hope you have a really productive morning, and good luck.